All right, BaBa is you. The last time we left off on BaBa is you, I was stuck on like 10 different puzzles. Feels like I had no idea how to handle any of these. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna solve these puzzles because I actually have already solved them. I took some time, looked at the puzzles, experimented with them all for quite a while, and managed to finally figure out solutions for the puzzles. And I'm gonna go through them. I'm gonna go through the process of solving the puzzles, and I'm not just gonna show you the solution. This puzzle, Parade. It's an interesting one. You have to turn the Miis, might as well use my mouse for this, here and here, into Kikis. The Kikis will then walk down to flag is win, make flag is win, and then you have to walk over here to the flag, touch it, and win. The Mii at the top, though, will turn into a Kiki, walk left, and knock the word BaBa out of the way. That will kill you, and you will not be BaBa, you will lose, you can't win after that. My thinking was, this little wall nib right there, maybe that's important. If you can get the second is up there, and somehow get the Mii in the middle path, then it doesn't matter if the Mii is pushing the is to the left. There will be two is's, BaBa is you will still be maintained, and you will be able to, this Kiki will be able to walk back and forth forever. That was my original thought. And I tried for a long time to figure out a way of making it work. I can get the Mii to be in the middle path. That's easy. You make them walk forward, turn it into a skull, and then swap with it. Because skull is swap. But there's no way to get the is into the middle path. Except there actually is. Because while I was playing around with things, I actually discovered a bit of a, not game-breaking issue, because it's an intentional puzzle-solving thing, but I discovered a very weird edge case scenario. If you have like 3 or 4 blocks of text here, whoops, we actually want you to still be a skull, thank you. We're gonna do it like this. I think we want Kiki is skull. Now Kiki is me, that should work. If you have some text and you start pushing it up, it'll swap with the skull and the skull will back up. So what you do is you keep this process going on. You'll notice now that we have Ki and Me on top of each other. The words right here on the conveyor belt are on top of each other. And then if you just wait one more turn, the conveyor belt gets pushed back. Interesting, right? Then what happens is that if you push yourself into the skull just flies off to the left and pushes the walls over because the conveyor belt is pushing the skull through the wall, making the skull swap with the wall. It's so freaking weird. Look at that. You would never expect this to work because the wall is stop, and yet the conveyor belt is pushing the skull through the wall and then swapping with it. So what you can do is this will happen, and then all you need to do is get to the other side of the skull. You push the is up, and then by pushing the is up, you can get 2 is's in the middle path. However, first, we need to make Me is Kiki, and then make Kiki is skull, because we need to get the Mii at the top of the screen into an appropriate position where they are able to be swapped. So we do this, do it like this. So now we can swap that skull and get the skull in the middle line where it's just gonna walk back and forth. Good. Now, we need to get the bug through the conveyor belt, make bug is skull, to turn everything into a skull. You know, yeah, actually this should work. I don't think we need to worry about turning the top skull into a Mii or anything like that. Then, take skull, Mii, Kiki, is. No, it's skull, Mii, is Kiki. Start pushing. Space, push, push. Space. Oh, what? I have no idea. This is wrong. We need skull and is not to be on top of each other, so let's replace the skull with the word Kiki. Perfectly sensible, intended functionality. Absolutely. So, space, push, push, space, right. Like, look at this. I move to the right, the skull moves 4 to the left. Okay, but then we have the word is. Oh, but we need the word skull as well. So we have to get the word skull out. So we need to swap skull and me. So we'll do it like skull goes out. Me goes out. Put skull here and try it again. Maybe this will work. Yeah, except the small problem is that I need to have another word in here, and I don't want to have skull is me. So what if we do Kiki is me, the skull can be at the top. Is this the correct orientation of all the words? Because this is the trial and error bit, is just figuring out the orientation of all the frickin' words. No, skull and is can't be on top of each other. Skull needs to be swapped with Kiki. But I don't want skull is me. No, is and Kiki can be swapped. Skull is Kiki. No, we want Kiki is skull. Will this work? Again, this is the trial and error bit, trying to figure out the exact desired orientation of the words, and I think this works fine. No? This works. This works. We get the word skull out. Is in the middle. Yes. And then what we can do is we can exit through the top right. Belt is stopped now. The skull that's up there will turn into a Kiki. Kiki is going to walk back and forth. And now BaBa is you is maintained. This Kiki is stuck. The word me is stuck. But now we can get to the flag. The puzzle is solved. That's the solution. It took me so long to figure that out because it was just a random happenstance that I got the skull to push the conveyor belt and then break the walls open. It was so weird. Very simple puzzle. Yeah, absolutely. Now, let's do turn the corner because it's right here. This is a level that we solved. However, there's a level is component to it. And we know from the map, BaBa is you, dust is stop. Here and here. Water is sink, rock is push, level is level. If we can turn level 07 into BaBa, then we can push the rock onto water, sink it, and then access the secret question mark level that you see over there in the middle of the flower. So, can we make level is BaBa? My initial thought on this level was actually something related to one of the levels here. Hostile environment, maybe? No, it was the other one. It was, oh my freaking lord, I hate. There we go, fragile existence. It was this one. This level, the solution to level is weak was to make the walls melt and the level hot. If you could do that, or to make the walls weak or something like that, if you did that, you would break all of the walls and then you could freely interact with every element on the level. So, my initial thought was, is there a similar solution here to this level? Can you break all of the walls? Because what you can do is make flag as win, rock, and I don't think there's really any other starting move than this. Rock is push and open, wall is shut. Then you have this rock, and you have a second rock over there on the left in case you want to use it. You can break open one wall with this rock. So out of every wall in the level, is there a wall that you can break that you can make wall is shut and open? Or wall is shut, wall is open? Because if you can do that, every wall on the level will be destroyed. You can't make level is open, because if you make level is open or level is shut, the level will be destroyed because the rock and the wall are both destroyed when one is shut and one is open. So you can't actually make level is open in order to break the walls. You have to have wall is shut, wall is open, or something else to be shut, something else to be open. Now I thought about this for a while, and I don't think there's a way that you can break all of the walls, or at least I couldn't figure out a solution. But after some experimentation, I did realize there is a way that you can make level turn into BaBa. The answer is, or I should say the problem is the word sink here, because if you walk up, level is sink, everything goes away. You have to get sink out, and the only way to get sink out is to go through. You can get the word sink out, which means you can actually interact with level. I could turn the level into nothing, because there is no rock, there's no wall, there's no flag. I can't access the words, they're stuck up against walls and stuff like that. But you can turn the level into BaBa, and this took me a while to figure out, but the thing is, you don't need to live in order to turn the level into something. You know, how would you turn the level into BaBa? Well, you go over here, you hit Bob, and you walk up 3 times. Can't do that, because if you try it, well, BaBa is not us. I can't push up anymore. But we don't need to be alive to make the level turn into something. What we want to do here is you want to say level is, first of all, actually what you want to do is break wall is shut. You want to say level is open and BaBa. And even though we will not be BaBa anymore, it doesn't matter. This should turn the level into BaBa. And now the level is BaBa. And we cannot access the question mark, but we should be able to push the rock into the water and then access the secret level depths. But we're not going to do that right now because we have some other puzzles to solve in ABC land. Then, Star Drop and Q were levels that I did not finish last time. I did accidentally solve Star Drop, but Q. This is another extremely difficult level that I had no idea how to solve. We're a skull. Ice is ice, BaBa is BaBa, Kiki is Kiki, text is float, skull is you, wall and BaBa and Kiki is stop, flag is win, bunch of other commands. There is a Kiki and a BaBa blocking the passage to the flag. What you want to do is you want to make BaBa push. BaBa is push. Obviously, because you got to be able to push BaBa out of the way. But wait, you can't make both BaBa push and Kiki push at the same time, and they're both stop. Push will override stop, but how can you make them both push at the same time? This little wall segment here, the horizontal 4 segment wall, this is preventing me from saying Kiki is push vertically. I could say BaBa near Kiki I-S push, but that would also not solve the problem because push would be at the very right side of this 4 wall segment tile area, and we still couldn't make Kiki is push vertically. It doesn't fit. It's almost like they designed the level like that or something. I thought about it for a long time. Float, teleport, you can't make Kiki teleport, or because in order to teleport, you have to have 2 of the same object. The only thing that we can teleport is ice because we have 2 ice. We can't teleport BaBa, we can't teleport Kiki. If you make Kiki is nothing happens. If you make, a skull tele, nothing's gonna happen because there's no target destination for the teleporting. Floating. Turns out, you cannot teleport the text, because the text is floating. So in order to teleport the text, you have to make ice is float. When you make ice is float, then you can teleport the text, because the teleport pad only works on something if it's at the same level, basically. So the text will teleport, but we will not teleport. We can interact with the text on the teleport, but we are not teleporting because we're not floating. So, how the heck do you solve this puzzle? I spent a lot of time trying to figure it out. I've learned a couple of things, including that if an object is floating, it floats till the end of turn, which is really weird. Like, watch this. Look at that. Isn't this weird? Currently, the ice is floating. I move Tella into place, and the ice, for a split second, is both floating and teleport. Isn't that strange? I was playing around with this for a long time thinking that this would be a solution. It's not. But I don't know if this is a bug or something, but if you have something float and then you make it not float, it still floats until the end of the current tick of processing. Very weird. However, I did eventually think of a solution. And if you look at the puzzle, you have to make somehow both BaBa and Kiki push. You can't do it vertically because you can only do it horizontally with the BaBa here. So how do you make two objects push with only one push that you can only use once? Well, you could do it if you could somehow get text on top of other text. If we could get, BaBa near Kiki I-S push, and then the I is another Kiki and the S is an is, then you can make two rules using one push and just overwrite the rules on top of each other by making text be on top of other text. But how do you do that? If you make the ice is telly and the ice is floaty, do it like this and do it like this, then you can teleport text, but as soon as you push another piece of text into the teleport, you either just swap places with them or you push the text out of the way. So just by doing this, there's no way of getting text on top of each other. However, you got this near. The solution to this puzzle is very weird. You have to know that the only restriction on teleporting is that you have another object that is the same object as the original teleport object. So you have to have two ice, or two BaBas, or two Kikis. What does not matter is if the destination is a valid teleport pad itself. What we can do is we can make a one-way teleport to teleport text onto other text using the keyword near. If we put, well, let's just make the ice push first. If we put the ice near Kiki, for instance, we can say only the ice that is, only the ice that is near Kiki is teleport. The other ice will act as a receiver pad for the teleportation process. So then what you do is you make, hey, ice is float. This way it'll actually teleport. Then we can say, well, Kiki's over here, and it's not teleporting. And the I, which we want to get on top of Kiki, we can push it into the teleport. And then, why is it not teleporting? Ice near Kiki is tele, ice is float. Why is it not working? Ice near Kiki is tele. This ice should teleport. Ice is float. Does it need to not be float for some reason? I swear to you I solved this puzzle. Why is this not working now? Ice is float, ice near Kiki is Tella. Why is my one-way teleport pad not working? Ice near Kiki is Tella. Oh, you know what it is? It's, no. It's, you need to have ice near Kiki float. That's what it is. Ice near Kiki has to float. That way, both of the teleport pads are valid. I guess I said the rule wrong earlier when I was talking about the rules of teleporting. Both of the teleport pads are valid, but only one of them is floating, so only one of them catches the text. So now we actually do have a one-way teleport of floating objects, and then we have a Kiki and an I on top of each other. So then what we need to do is we need to make the is and the S get on top of each other. However, you'll notice that if I have the is on one teleport pad and the S on the other teleport pad, it's not going to work. Well, we can get around that problem. All we need to do is push the ice into a position where we're actually using the is. So ice is push. We will use the is, oh my god, here. And I actually do need to grab the is again. So hold up. Is. Ice is not push. Oops. Put this S over here. So now we should be able to merge the S and the is by ice near Kiki is float and ice is Tella. Now we can make the command Kiki is push inside of BaBa near Kiki is push. Okay, so then we have all of these words here. How do you make Kiki and BaBa push at the same time? BaBa near Kiki, I, S, push. And then inside IS push is Kiki is push. And then both Kiki and BaBa are push, and you touch the flag. Such a weird freaking puzzle. Now this one, Star Drop. I was a fool about this one. The solution's actually pretty easy. BaBa is melt, grass is hot, belt is blank, flag fall. BaBa is use, skull is defeat, ghost is ghost, and stop, wall is stop, me is move and push, flag is win, belt is shift, grass is grass, belt is not flag. What you have to do on this one is you have to make the star fall, turn the conveyor belt into a ghost, and then turn the star into a flag, not in that order. And then by doing that, you will be able to touch the flag and win. You have to turn the belt into a ghost and drop the flag at the same time. I was having a problem figuring it out because of the fact that we have conveyor belts on fall. So you can't like set up flag as fall and then push flag as fall to make it fall after you've made the belt ghosts. But I was a bit of a fool. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. You can just do them at the same time. You can turn the belts into a ghost and turn the flag, or make the flag fall. You can just do them literally at the same moment, and there's nothing preventing that from actually happening. So what you do is you gotta first turn the star into a flag. The star is in the top left corner. Flag is S T A R. Then we're gonna get the belt is ghost command ready, because we do need to turn the belt into a ghost. So we're gonna say belt is G H O S T. But before we actually turn the belt into a ghost, because as soon as you do this, ghost is stopped and you can't make flag as fall. Before we make the belt turn into a ghost, we're just gonna put the T down here a little bit, get the flag in position, and then when we make belt is ghost, the flag will be fall at the same damn time by pushing this down. Flag is fall, belt is ghost, I turned the flag into a star, didn't I? Crap. Hold on. Undo a little bit more. Let's get that T back. I made flag is star instead of star is flag. So star is flag. Get the flag ready. Get the T down. Don't laugh at me, Replica. Then, by pushing down, belt will become ghost and flag will fall at the same time. Boom. Flag has fallen on the ghost. It's safe. Congratulations. Now the second level, I took a glance at. It just looks like a more complicated version of the level we just had. So, BaBa is you, Skull is defeat. Ghost is ghost and stop, wall is stop. That's all the same. Belt is shift, grass is grass, belt is not flag, the same. Me is move and push, flag is win, the same. Star is melt, star has love, love is melt and love. That's different. So the first thing we want to do is break BaBa is melt so we don't melt ourselves. And star has love. We actually can make has using the words that we have. H-A-S, has. So maybe we need to make like belt has flag or love has flag. If star has love, love has flag, then the flag we can win. Okay, so we need to do this like a similar thing. We need to make the belt into a ghost. Turn the star into love. Make the flag fall. Or, sorry, turn the star into love, touch love, make the flag fall. Gotcha. So I think maybe the first thing we want to do is belt is ghost. Flag. Belt is ghost. We need to set up what's gonna fall. We could make the star fall instead of the flag fall, because I think we're gonna need the word flag. Can we just make star is fall? Using the conveyor belts. S T. Like with the positions of the conveyor belts, I think we can recover some of the letters. So S T A R. Let's put the R in. Star is fall. We can definitely make star is fall, and we can recover the T and the A, which means we can make has, we can make hot, we can make ghost. G-H-O-S-T. Right. So I think this is what we want. And then we want belt is ghost. G H. Yeah, that's what it is. Ghost. Belt is ghost, star is fall, and no. There you go. Belt is ghost, star is fall. It'll all happen at the same time. Boom. Belt is ghost, star is fall. And then you can recover a lot of these letters. Belt is Goda, in case you didn't know. And then we can interact with belt, love, flag, etc., etc., etc. So get all this stuff over here. There we go. Now, star has love. We need the star to melt. The stars are already melt. We can make BaBa hot, because we can interact with the star, I think, in that situation. So we need BaBa is hot. Then we touch the star. Then we touch the love. But the love doesn't have a flag. So then we need to make love has flag. Love H-A-S flag. I think that will work. Love has flag, BaBa is hot. Touch love, turn it into a flag. Easy enough. Also, achievement unlocked, BaBa. I didn't want to Didn't want to do it again, please, thank you. So this area has now been completed. And before we go to level 8, I want to see what this brand spanking new question mark level is. Except I need to ride the BaBa. I always forget about that. I have to find some way of riding BaBa to the question mark. It's another world?